The sign of Benjamin Netanyahu is very similar to the sign of Donald Trump. Watch for what happens with him in the fall time. I was woken up to a dream almost 2 years ago, and I began to pray out, and I began to cry out on behalf of Benjamin Netanyahu, and I began to make that the big announcement that God showed me 2 years ago, and I put that down on record. You can go date stamp it. I put a picture of his face out on our Facebook and Instagram and all these places, and I began to pray for his safety. What I believe with this is they want to take him out of the way so he doesn't become a populist mover in his arena. Now, here's the deal. I've been praying for that man for 2 years, just like I was praying for the 45th president. Now, what is the issue with this? I believe strongly he has an anointing as a father in an area and a father to a nation. I do believe that they will try and take his time on this planet away. Netanyahu's going to hit the news. He's coming. I saw him at the beginning of 2020, and I released a word where I was praying for his life, okay? I felt like there was an attempt to take him out. Okay, but I do believe that he's going to rise up. There's going to be really powerful things that begin to rise here. And this is going to be very, very good. Netanyahu is going to stand up at a greater capacity. I see this coming.
Benjamin Netanyahu says a drone's been launched towards his home in the northern town of Caesarea.
Yeah, what we do know is that 3 drones were launched, presumably from southern Lebanon this morning. They crossed over into Israeli airspace, and the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, says 2 of those drones were intercepted, but that one of them continued towards Caesarea, which is where Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has a private residence, and that it hit or impacted into something there. We did have that statement from the Prime Minister's office in the last half an hour or so, making it clear that Prime Minister Netanyahu and his wife were not at the residence at the time, and that there had been no casualties.